Welcome, everyone, to Ocean City, Maryland at 133rd Street. Yesterday, we took a stroll down to the beach just a block away at 132nd Street, and we observed an interesting double shelf formation where the waves have been, let's just say they've been working on the beach replenishment a little bit. It's a nice frosty morning. Actually, temperatures are warming up into the 40s now. But since it's such a pleasant day with just some light northwest winds, I thought it might be interesting to do a follow-up on basically the same beach and see if we can observe what's happening with the wave and beach action today. You know, what's really cool about in the off season is that the winds blow off the northeast, out of the northeast a lot, and they can build up the sand dunes, of course, that protect the beach properties and such. And so it's really obvious to see where the high tide comes in, because you can see the different shades of sand. Like up here, the tide hasn't come here in many weeks to this part, and it's a light yellow-white sand. But here we can see now where the tide has occasionally crossed this berm, and here it's a different color. It's more yellowish because it has more moisture from the waves. And if we get a real high tide, we're going to have a tidal pull in this section again. Now we've got the first drop off here. And so here we can see the erosion. And so yeah, this is the beach replenishment from last year. And this needs to be done every 2 to 3 years. And then right next to the wave action, we can see, I guess we'll say, the vestiges of what was the second shelf from yesterday. And of course, much of that has been washed back into the sea. Well, it's so bright. The sun reflecting off the water near cloudless skies. And if you've never had a chance to visit Ocean City in the wintertime, it's definitely a different experience. Of course, not as many businesses and shops and restaurants are open, but there's still quite a few. So it's not like you're going to go hungry or anything. But wow, the beach is just pretty much beckons you to enjoy it all by yourself. Wow, look here. Let's look over here as we walk toward 132nd Street beach access. Here you can really see the erosion at work. So right there you can see the first shelf. Then we've got what could potentially be another tidal pool here. Now check this out here. So that's a good 2 to 3 feet. And so if we have more storms, which undoubtedly we will this winter, with the winds blowing off the northeast, that's what takes the sand back out to sea, where honestly that's where it wants to be. But of course we take that sand with the Army Corps of Engineers and their replenishment program, and it helps build up the beach so people can enjoy it. But there's a good chance that this entire second shelf will be completely eroded away, and then we're going to have a 3 to 4 foot drop. Actually, we've got 3 layers here now. Check this out. We've got a mini shelf, we've got a bigger shelf, and then of course we've got what ultimately will be a really big shelf. But looks like we've got at least 50 yards of beach. So that's a good bit of protection, plus a nice dune system. All right, thanks for joining us again, and let me just pan around one more time and let you enjoy the sounds of the ocean.